This is a brief tutorial video on how CHA faculty and staff can use Google Hangouts Meet to schedule and join meetings over video. This is the Meet homepage. If you just go to meet.google.com, you'll be brought here. From here, if we wanted to start a meeting, we click over here where it says join or start a meeting. We give it a meeting nickname. I'm just going to use today's date. Click continue. Now, this is the first time using Meet on your computer. It's going to ask you for permission to access your camera and microphone. So I'm just going to dismiss this message. And then at the top, I'm going to say allow and allow again. Now my camera has started. From here, I can check my settings. I can turn my camera off. I can mute my microphone. I can unmute my microphone. Turn my camera back on. I can also check a few settings. If I have an additional camera connected, I could switch to that camera. I could turn on real-time captions. That's going to automatically transcribe my voice as I'm speaking. I can also go into settings, check my microphone and speaker setup, check my video. I can also check my send resolution and my receive resolution. That may help with internet speeds. The other things that we can do is immediately from here, we can present our screen. That's essentially just a screen share, or we can click join now to go straight into the meeting. Right now, notice it says that no one else is here. If somebody else were already in the room, it would say who was in the room. I'm going to click join now. I'm in the room. When I first come in, I can add others, and this is the information that you're going to want to share with others when you want them to join your meeting, particularly this URL right here that starts with https meet.google.com and then a / and then some letters in 3 groups. That is called the meeting ID, and that's what you're going to want to distribute to your students or your parents if you want to meet with them this way. If somebody doesn't have a video capable device, but they do have a phone, they can also dial in to a special number, put a PIN code in, and join just over audio. And then finally, you can add people individually by going down to the add people at the bottom. Once we're in here, I still have the same controls that I can mute myself. I can record. I can turn my camera off or on. Here's my captions. Here's where I would present now to screen share. Under this more options, here's where I have the ability to record my meeting directly to a file in my Google Drive. I can change the layout of how my screen is presented. By default, it has an auto present, but there are a few other layout options that I can choose from. I'm just going to leave it on auto for right now. I can take this full screen. I could switch to another camera. There's my settings again. There's my captions. I could use a phone for audio if I wanted to. Up here in the upper right corner, this is where you'll see your participants in the meeting. If I had other people on here, I would see them here. You have the ability to mute people in the meeting. At the current time, those people can unmute themselves, but Google is going to be rolling out in the next week or two the ability to control meetings a little bit better. There's also the ability to live text chat inside the meeting as well. So students, if they needed to ask questions via text, they could do that here. I have my meeting. Once I'm done with my meeting, I come down to the bottom of the screen and I can tap on this button that has a red phone handset, and I can click that to leave the meeting. If during the course of the meeting, if you need to get back to the information specific to that meeting, I can come over here to the left, click on that, and look at my meeting info. So I'm going to go ahead and leave this meeting for right now and return to the home screen. Now I can also create a meeting using Google Calendar. So I'm going to create a meeting starting at 2 p.m. and going to 3 p.m. on my calendar. When I do that, I can add a title. So I can just say video meeting. The duration is already set. I could add guests if I wanted to, but I can also add location or conferencing. If I go to add conferencing, it automatically generates a Google Hangouts Meet. And if I click on this down arrow here, I can see a little bit more information. I can see the phone number and the dial-in code. I can also add a live stream that's associated with this meeting. That means if somebody's viewing the live stream, they can't interact with you in real time, but they are watching live. So if I do add live stream, you could share that URL so somebody can just watch and not interact. That only works on the same G Suite domain, so it's only for CHA users. Once I have that all done, I click save. My video meeting is scheduled. I hope that helps us connect as we're apart. Thanks.